Hi guys, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Today we're gonna proceed with some other side quests, I guess. We could check these vending machines, I guess. I don't think I need any of this. Okay, so what do we have in our quest journal? Yeah, we could try this, but it's in a restricted area. Oh, actually, we've got something for that disguise device, so probably it's gonna work this time. Okay, let's just try. Okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a
Okay.
rocks the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
I can see that there are a lot of hostile people.
Tested negative for performance-enhancing stimulants.
Hmm.
A tossball first.
Toss ball.
Coaches and referees are debating how and
I'm not sure that
lead to an unfair advantage.
that information is useful. And I'm not really interested in their sports. Okay. So there's no way to get to that oh, okay. So I guess we could try to...
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Triple flakes and purple berry flavored power.
Yes.
Now with 12% more crunch.
To go this way.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Okay, so probably this door. Okay. Who are you?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
So this is Gladys. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay. Okay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Okay, yeah. I don't have that. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Let's hear the details. What other jobs do you know about?
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more, I meant.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like it. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outpost. Outpost. Corporate secrets. Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Okay. I wanted to ask you something else.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
You mentioned Groundbreakers outside of the board's control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
Okay. What's this about the heat?
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junlei's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running. Look, but it won't work. No.
Okay. What do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my penitentiary, seminary.
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
Why the board recall Stellar Bay nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Okay.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Okay, but that's actually not what I wanted to talk about. For old records, probably I could use her shop.
Gracious. I would.
I wanted to talk about that opportunity you mentioned.
Yes, dearie?
What did you want me to do again?
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think.
Let me see what you've got for sale.
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
Okay, should I buy this? Okay. Better, more data pad. The old data pad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7th, 2344, responded to a code ID 10T at the Lost Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some Back Bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the wrong leech back down to the base. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sanita. October 25th, 2344, had another run-in with the wrong leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity picker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing, locking himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we're trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hullhead's gotta come out eventually. So that's the reference to that weapon, I guess. So wait. Oh, health regeneration, and that's good. Armor parts. Okay, and this is a mag pick. Tool used to pick locks, okay. Acquire the science weapon and groundbreaker. Okay. Where is that? probably somewhere here. And distress call, okay. Okay. Hephaestus Mining Archive cartridge. This data cartridge contains the public record of Hephaestus Mining Outpost and Scylla. It can be viewed using the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. Oh, I need to get back to the Unreliable. Okay, we could do that, actually. Well, first I need to find my way back to the Unreliable. I wonder if it's gonna be easy. Okay,
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
wait, what?
advertisement for the following story.
Okay, let's take all this.
Corporate township from the dangers of the wildlife and the unemployed.
Oh,
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend
Yes.
your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not
where are you?
full employment rights, tax breaks, military
Now, see
discount,
here,
health
I'm-
benefits, military burial, participation
Okay.
level training, or weapons.
Where are you?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Okay, what kind of business have you and Gladys got running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
Business? What do you and Gladys do here?
Glass ear. Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
What? But I'm standing right here.
Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years.
Perception. Are you just pretending you can't hear me so you don't have to answer questions?
Huh? What?
Forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
How does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Okay, I'll be on my way. Okay, so let's try to get back to the Unreliable somehow. To read those cartridges. Okay. I've found my way. Oh wait. Almost. I don't think it's safe to jump. Even if that's possible. Wait, what? How'd I get there? Okay.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Oh, okay. Can you help me get this cleared up?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade.
Oh yeah, I need to talk to that Udom. Does it seem hot in here to you?
I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so guess I can't complain.
Either way, let's not stick around so long we all roast alive. No offense, Ms. Elson, I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor.
Don't you touch my ship.
Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Not unless I got to, and I don't see any reason why I'd gotta. Do you?
She's a good ship, ma'am. Mostly doesn't act up at all.
Happy to hear it.
I'm
Have
off.
yourself a pleasant day.
Okay, so there's no way around that. I need to talk to that. Is she gonna notice that? Oh, what? Sorry, that was not intentional. Let's try to save the game for the time being and take all this, yes. So where's this Bedford or Bradford or yeah, we actually could do that too.
Hey, that pad down there.
Okay.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Are you listening to me? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
What?
I am not making a scene.
What's going on in here?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
But why bother? But why bother?
Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Probably I'll be able to persuade him.
Something I can help you with?
I'd like to see Jesse Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Perception. The records say? Have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Can I buy supplies from you? You seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do I mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Okay.
Take care.
So how can I visit? Let's save again and try to just go in there. I wonder if it's gonna work. Let's talk.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Oh, okay. Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Okay, but what's about that person there? Okay. I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with... What was her name? Can I just pick it up? Okay. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation and reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Okay.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
Okay.
To the last Level-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
This is Jesse Doyle, yes. Ellie sent me.
Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Too bad I can't do that. She's worried about you a lot.
Rimini, she really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Okay.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do. Okay.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
You think the board has someone follow you and now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood-Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
What does this have to do with the board?
Udom was my buyer for when I'd acquired the diamond. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Okay. Oh, no. No. Just let me through. Let me through. Okay. So that went pretty well, I guess.
Any word on Jessie?
She's in debt to the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
What else?
I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with...
Okay, so we have... Okay. Let's try to do that.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Okay.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
He's there, board.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient,
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
No, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your
He
relationship
was
with
my
him?
dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
I really wouldn't know.
It must have been lost with Alex then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die?
He died in an escape pod accident.
Awful business, that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm very sorry, but can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wallace.
Well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Okay. I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Okay, let's try this. She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
She's hiding in sickbay to avoid assassins. I'm sure he'll prefer work.
You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Okay, I wanted to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small space station. Nice setup.
I have few complaints.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So no?
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No would have done it. You didn't have to crack open the thesaurus.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Okay. Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh,
You've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
Intelligence. To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping offices on their promenade benign?
When the alternative is board guards
Or
at their
promenade?
gates? Yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Okay.
Ask away.
Should I talk about that? Okay, let's check what we have here. So, I think that's pretty much what I need. Defense, dodge, block, dialogue, persuade, sneak. Okay, let's go with this. Yes. No perks, okay. Talk to Ellie. Yeah, we could talk to Ellie, but first I need to save the game once more, and I want to try it. What happens if I talk to him about Wellis?
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? What?
Phineas Wellis is the mad scientist wanted by the board, right?
Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior! An apprehension of this caliber would be tremendous for my career. I would send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, but...
Let me guess, there's a catch.
Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons.
So far, so entirely expected. What happened?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral duty in a maximum security penitentiary.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
Okay. What possessed you to pawn your official seal?
It's really neither here nor there, don't you think?
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I really can't.
So before I can do the board a favor and turn over Wellis, I need to do you a favor first?
That's the long and short of it, yes.
Okay, I'll go talk to Gladys. Maybe I can work something out. I'm not really sure Okay.
You probably don't even know where Wells is. None of my contacts ever pan out. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is...
Okay.
You've changed your mind. You absolute rascal.
Okay. So anyway, it's good to know that I have this option in case there's a need for that. So let's go talk to Ellie, I think. Yeah, let's talk to Ellie. Okay.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
That's actually amazing. You are saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Okay. What exactly did Jesse did for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
What was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
And
as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
So she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Okay. Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
I'm not sure who's gonna be more. I guess since Ellie is from this place, it would be reasonable to have her with us. Because she has to know things. On the other hand, Parvati was mostly working in her small town, so probably she has less knowledge about things, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's
Welcome
do
to the
that.
crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Okay, nice.
Something on your mind?
If we're going to work together, I'd like to know more about it.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
Inventive, I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Okay, do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
Okay. You weren't joking about being a pirate.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Okay. Wait, you want to look like a pirate?
Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
Okay. I was hoping to know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Where are you from? How'd you get into this line of work?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
You're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Okay, let's
No
get
complaints
back to
here.
business. Okay, never mind. Let's go.
As always,
What do you
I
have
am
to
at your
say?
disposal.
Okay.
Something vexing you, Captain?
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Okay. Makes sense.
What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Welles saved me.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Okay, I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists. I'm turning him in. Yeah. So I have this choice too. That's interesting.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I had family. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Okay. I wanted to ask you about that book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Okay. A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Okay, tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French.
Bakonu, the author.
Oh, okay. Remind me, what are your thoughts on the philosophists?
Philosophism's a...
Okay. We've heard that. Let's talk about this, personal quest of yours.
Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? I'd like to track down that scholar.
Remind me why we want to do that.
If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry. That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Okay, we'll do it a little bit later. Sounds good.
Thank
Let's
you,
go.
Captain.
Okay. So what now? Yeah, we could do that. We can listen to those cartridges and finish this episode. Now I should be able to go to my ship. Okay.
So, Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect.
Hey, you got a second?
What?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Were you stalking me?
Yes,
Okay.
I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
I've heard enough. You're hired. Alright, Felix. Tell me why I should hire
You're
you.
serious? You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Okay, go on.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Let him continue.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together. What do you think? Am I in?
Okay. You know, I'm not sure he's too eager, you know, it sounds a bit strange. I wonder if, like, he's gonna get into ship and then do some unwanted stuff there. Something that I don't want to be done. Well, okay, let's try it.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
I hope. Okay. We'll see you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Okay, so anyway, we have another companion. Okay. Halcyon is a part of the Halcyon cluster. Charging a melee power attack. Yeah, I've read that already. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight. Each of your companions has a unique perks and a unique special attack. Pristine items are more than shiny. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What is Payte or Pite? Okay, let's... No. That's not what I need. I need to...
Welcome back, Captain.
How can I be of assistance?
Oh.
I request you do not.
We'll talk about the distress call later. First, I need to go to the captain's cabin, I guess, and listen to those cartridges. Okay. Search Hephaestus Mining. Archive cartridge for keyword weapon. Okay. From the site supervisor personal logs, that captain sold Harris something called Rearranger, then left before we discovered that the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged in the is the number of bits on Harris's card. Looks like some strange tech or a weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Result 2. From the Site Safety Officer Incident Report, Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Birdie's office for now. Figure at the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm gonna detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells on this rock. Result 3 from Barber's coronary inquest. Given name Lemuel, family name Harry Ford. Employment status, indenture, contract term 35 years, 2 months, 16 days, 5 hours, 33 minutes approximately remaining. Time of deceasement 6 p.m. 27 minutes. Or how do I read this? 1827 hours approximately. Cause of deceasement blunt force trauma. Weapon unknown. Took a good whack to the noggin. The facial area, to be specifical about it. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big. Nose is 5 times too big. Jaw is shrunk to almost nothing. Teeth are all out of kilter. Though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. If the blow itself didn't kill him, there's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. Okay. So we've got that. Acquire science weapon on Scylla. Oh yeah, and there's something on Scylla too. So I guess we could go to Scylla. Or distress. Yeah, let's go to Scylla first, I guess. Okay. Scylla. Okay. Yes.
Destination reached. Scylla.
That was fast. So okay, let's go out and
Take someone to watch your back, please.
And save the game and finish this episode. Okay. So oh, no, that's wasn't what I intended. I'm gonna waste probably 2 or more minutes on the loading screen. Okay, I didn't want to go alone because that's not gonna be easy, I guess. Okay, but anyway, I'm not gonna be recording the again how I pick up those 2 characters. Probably I'll pick up Parvati and Vicar, I guess, for the time being. Oh, they automatically were picked up, so okay, I guess it's okay. So I guess this is a good point to finish this episode. Anyway, if anyone watches this video,
5 meters without stubbing your toe on a loose rock here.
oh, they don't they don't allow me to talk with their talking. Okay, if anyone watches this video, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.